Welcome to Normal Kingsley Middle School, the site of this Class 4A IESA 7th grade state tournament. In this contest between Bolingbrook, Brooks, and Highland, alongside Damon Emmerich, I'm Charlie Hull. Thomas Hull, our producer and engineer here today, and this is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. These two teams going to battle it out here in a battle of the Bulldogs between Brooks and Highland. Winner plays at 5 o'clock against Park Forest. 18-4 for Brooks, Highland at 19-6. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show next.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Now that the new year is upon us, it's time to focus on the important things, like Wi-Fi, strong connections, and high speed. This is the perfect time to tell you to call Cascom today. We specialize in all of those important needs. With our high-speed fiber optic service, we make your life easier. Whether that's online streaming, gaming, or just wanting good local TV channels, we have it all. So give us a call today at 1-800-252-1799.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Brooks and Highland in this contest. Bolingbrook Brooks comes with a record of 18-4 on the season and postseason play. They had a 59-25 win over Romeo Lukancic. Then they defeated Lamont Old Quarry 32-27 and Homer Glen Homer 45-33. They kind of won in runaway fashion over Maywood Irving in the sectional. Final of that was 52-16 for the Brooks Bulldogs to arrive here in this IESA Class 4A quarterfinal. They'll take on Highland Middle School. These two teams probably about as far geographically as any matchup as you'll have in this Class 4A tournament. Is Highland on the Metro East side, more near St. Louis. They come in with a record of 19-6 on the season. In postseason play, they had a 9-point win over Edwardsville Lincoln, a 5-point win over Edwardsville Liberty. That was to win the regional, and then beat Mascoutah 40-35. So they've been challenged throughout their postseason in some close contests, and they continue to persevere. Saw a great performance by Park Forest in the first contest. The winner of this game will play the winner of that contest at 5 o'clock tonight. Yet to come today, Springfield Franklin and Rockford Eisenhower in the 1 o'clock scheduled start. Eisenhower is also undefeated, and then Bloomington Junior High will be on display with their 26-0 record against Flossmoor Parker at 2:30. Then games at 5 and 6:30 in the semifinals. Third place game 6 o'clock Thursday, championship at 7:30 on Thursday evening. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, talk more with you after this.
The heart is the hardest working muscle in your body. If something goes wrong with it, you need a medical team that works just as hard. You need Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team, celebrating 20 years of delivering life-saving care to tri-state residents. Patients and families choose Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team for its experience, quality, and heartwarming compassion. Get the most out of your hard-working heart.
Loading the kids in the car. brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agents at B&P Insurance Agency, Barber Agency. See Pat Vandevelde, Caleb Vandevelde, or Mary Coltis. You'll find our location at 114 South Madison Street in Pittsfield.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties, along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs, or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Ready to get set for this second contest of the day. Bolingbrook, Brooks, and Highland. The Bulldogs against the Bulldogs. And a pretty good bet in this one, Damon, that the Bulldogs will come out on top.
I'll take my chances on that one, Charlie. It should be a good matchup here between two squads that both come in with more than a handful of losses on the season, but not an indictment of the talent that we're going to see on the floor in this one.
Well, if you think about just the geographical area where these two teams play, there's a lot of good basketball being played there. Highland, of course, you got to go through all the Edwardsville schools. Edwardsville usually a powerhouse in that area. Collinsville, those type of schools that you'll run into there. And for Bolingbrook Brooks, they've played a tremendous schedule too. When you get in that Chicagoland area, there's more and more schools joining the IESA from that area, and it's really brought the talent level overall of these tournaments up.
Yeah, we know there's a lot of Southern Illinois schools that at this point are not competing in the IESA postseason, but as you talked about, even in that direction, more and more schools have elected to join the IESA, and no wonder why. They put on such a great event here with their postseason tournaments and do a great job of making sure that their student athletes are well recognized.
There already have been some good games this morning. In 1A, it wasn't quite as close. Lincoln West, Lincoln Brownville, 49-14 over Royal Prairie View Ogden. In 2A, Oglesby Washington beat Sidale Salt Fork 30-24. 3A was a thriller. Monticello 41, Rockford Marshall 40. The final there. And then, of course, we had Park Forest Michelle Obama defeating Manuka 48-38. We'll have all the action of all the games for you live here on Central Illinois Sports throughout the 7th and 8th grade tournaments, and we certainly hope you'll tell your friends where they can watch the games live. Hey, we've got the kids and we've got the games. All we need is you. The schools of the Illinois Elementary School Association are looking for someone like you to become licensed as an athletic official, a referee, a starter, or an umpire. We need sports-minded women and men to get into the action. It's easy to become licensed as an athletic official. Please take the time to find out how. Just contact your local junior high or high school athletic director. Call the Illinois High School Association Officials Department at 309-663-6377 or visit the IESA website at www.iesa.org for details. Without officials, we do not play. Also, the IESA Scholar Attitude Award will be earned by at least 15 students from each of the IESA geographic divisions. To learn how a student from your school can be named a winner of the IESA Scholar Attitude Award, visit www.iesa.org. The winners for this year will receive their award at the IESA Awards Recognition Banquet in Bloomington in April. We step aside for our final timeout on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We have the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups next.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Game Masters is your headquarters for all your hunting gear. We have more than just camo hunting attire. Come check out our casual lines of Sitka, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Drake, and more. Pursue your prey with these off-road Quiet Cat bikes from Game Masters. Easy to transport and perfect for your next hunting adventure. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
Hey, grab me one too.
Yeah, I'm at Farm and Home for essentials.
Did you find everything you need?
No, apparently not. Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
No other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Farm and Home Supply, a proud sponsor of the starting lineups and the introduction of the student athletes participating in today's contest. Bolingbrook Brooks and Highland matching up in this contest today. We'll first meet the visiting team non-starters for the Highland Bulldogs, 19-6. Under head coach Bill Logston, they'll have a 7th grader, Colin Warnicki, a 7th grader, Camden Manville, a 7th grader, Carter Pryor, a 7th grader, Eli Lucas, and a 7th grader, Noah Starks. Those are the non-starters for Bolingbrook Brooks, 18-4 for the Brooks Bulldogs. Their non-starters will be a 7th grader, Demarius Prescott, a 6th grader, Justin Miller, a 7th grader, Jordan Green, a 6th grader, Josiah Miller, a 7th grader, Vincenzo Lampignano. Vincenzo Lampignano. Thank you, Damon. A 7th grader, Justin Shelton. A 7th grader, Emmett Snyder. And a 6th grader, Ben Harrell. Those are the non-starters for the teams here today. We'll meet the starting lineups in just a moment after we remind you about Rawlings Sporting Goods Company making a major commitment to the schools of the IESA and the young people who represent them in state series competition. Rawlings is manufacturing the official ball for use in 5 different IESA state tournament series, from the very first competition in the regionals all the way through the state tournament. IESA is proud to announce that the official ball used in the boys basketball state tournament series has been manufactured by Rawlings Sporting Goods Company of St. Louis. When kids from Illinois play their games, they make the outcome official with Rawlings. Starting lineups for the Highland Bulldogs. Bill Logston, their head coach, they'll start at a guard. He's a 7th grader, Trevor Warnicki. At a second guard, he's a 7th grader, Boston Jelly. And the third guard is a 7th grader, that's Andrew Canterbury. At a forward, he's a 7th grader, Vance Weber. And at the other forward, he's a 7th grader in Grayson Stone. Stone, Weber, Canterbury, Jelly, and Warnicki for Highland. For the Brooks Bulldogs, they'll start at a guard, a 6th grader, Caden Richmond. At a guard, a 7th grader, Cole Jablonski. And at the third guard for Brooks will be a 7th grader, Ethan Allison. Out of forward, he's a 7th grader, Chris DeVos. And at the other starting position, he's playing center today. He's a 6th grader, Leighton Jones. That's a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineup. So we tip it off from Kingsley Junior High School next on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Nearing tip-off here in the second quarterfinal contest from this Class 4A 7th grade state finals. The home team will be the Brooks Bulldogs. They're wearing the white uniforms with the black numbers and silver trim. And for Highland, they'll be in the visiting black road uniforms with the white numbers and red trim. Highland has the tallest player we've seen so far in this tournament in young Mr. Vance Weber, who stands about 6'3", I would say.
A lot taller than you or I, Charlie.
And that does not take much. But we saw in the last game that it doesn't necessarily always mean you have to have the biggest guys to be the most successful.
Yeah, we saw in the first game for Park Forest, their guard play really was very impressive, and they were able to get up and down the floor extremely quickly, and that allowed them the chance to pick up the victory.
These two teams will, well, the winner will play that Park Forest team, and they'll have the work cut out for them. That's a good basketball team. But these two teams want to have a shot at them, and we're excited to watch this quarterfinal matchup. Brooks's colors are silver and black. Highland is red and black. And a good crowd on hand to watch this contest as well. Jumping center for Highland will be Vance Weber, as he'll jump against DuBose of Brooks. And the tip-off is up and controlled by Highland. Into the front court, quickly down low. Ball comes back out to the wing. Warnke for 3, no good. Rebound is run down on the play by Brooks. Into the front court on the drive. Shot put up is good. And who made that basket, Dan?
Ethan Allison's got the first 2 points of the contest. And quickly the Brooks pick up in the front court, or in the back court, full court pressure.
Here's a pass left side, three-pointer, no good. Rebound run down, though, by Stone. Stone's putback won't fall. There's Weber with a putback, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for again. Weber was on the baseline, out of bounds to Brooks.
So the Bulldogs 0 for 3 in the early going from the field. And it'll be Brooks basketball. They've got the early 2-0 advantage with 5:25 to play in the first quarter.
Brooks as Richmond drives in, kicks the ball on the right side of the baseline. Dribble drive, now kicked back out. Runner put up, no good by Taden Richmond, but a shot here, a foul called here, and 2 shots.
Andrew Canterbury will be whistled for the foul. That's his first foul of the quarter against the Bulldogs. And Taden Richmond will go to the line, looking for his first point of the ball game. His team's got the early 2-0 lead. First free throw from Richmond is up and good.
Free throw shooting was big in the first game. Park Forest was pretty good at the free throw line, and that helped them really secure that victory.
Yeah, they did a nice job really attacking the bucket. Got to the foul line, had quite a few more foul shot attempts than Manuka, as the second one for Richmond is no good. Weber skies high for his second rebound of the contest.
Weber towers over basically everybody on the court other than Leighton Jones. They're similar in size, but Weber does have the height advantage. Here's a pass out top to Weber, playing the point now. A look to try to get it to the block against this zone defense of Brooks. Pass on the left side, Canterbury 3, no good. Rebound tipped and run down. Brooks into the front court, full speed ahead. Allison Travis didn't come to that complete jump stop, kind of went with the 1-2, and that's why the traveling was called.
Yeah, nice job by Ethan Allison to get out on the fast break right there, but the Bulldogs of Highland got back and prevented him from getting the layup, ultimately forced the turnover, the first of the ball game for either team.
Here comes Highland into the front court. Good jump stop this time. Shot won't go for Stone. Rebound Weber puts it back up and in, and puts Highland on the board. 3-2 score with 4:20 10:05 to play in the opening period. Here comes Brooks on the attack, trying to add to their lead. DeBose has the ball. Now it's stolen away. Picked out of there by Jelly. He'll drive in, put up the runner. It's good. Boston Jelly with the bucket and gives Highland the 4-3 advantage.
First lead change of the ball game. And the Bulldogs' first lead of the contest is 1.
Got that point off of the turnover. On the right side, Brooks. Pass goes down low to Allison, and now we have a ball knocked loose and right into the table. Look out, Damon.
There was your chance, Charlie. You got to dive on the floor for the loose ball if you want to see the floor.
First on the floor usually wins. Turnover by Brooks. Inbounds pass at the half-court line comes to Stone. He'll work it over to Pryor. Excuse me, Canterbury. Canterbury on the dribble here. On the left side, Weber for a 3. It's no good. High rebound down to Stone. He'll put it back up and in. Grayson Stone with the offensive board in the putback, and Highland leads 6-3.
Bulldogs are really being aggressive on the glass. The Highland Bulldogs, that is. It looks like they'll get Trevor Warnicki for the foul. It'll be the second foul of the ball game against. Actually, it's going to go against Canterbury. So that'll be his second.
Early.
Team foul number 2. And it sends Taden Richmond back to the line. Richmond's 1 for 2 from there in the ball game. And make that 2 for 3. Richmond's got 2, and it cuts into the Highland Bulldogs lead. It's now a 6-4 ball game with 3:29 to play. Here, first quarter action. Taden Richmond of the Bolingbrook Brooks Bulldogs. No good. Stone with the rebound quickly into the front court.
Canterbury, little crossover dribble and a shot for 2 to make it 8-4 Highland. Bulldogs and the Bulldogs here. Highland and Brooks. Class 4A IESA 7th grade state tournament action. Richmond with it out front. Bounces it to Jablonski on the right side. Jablonski crosses over. Has it at the top of the key. Now poked free. But run down by DeBose. DeBose now going to try the drive in. Lost his balance that time. The rebound to Weber for Highland. He's quick into the front court and is fouled by Richmond.
Richmond's first, and that'll be the Bolingbrook Brooks first foul, as we'll see into the ballgame for the first time for Highland, Camden Manville, as Canterbury goes to the bench with his 2 fouls.
If you can say Bolingbrook Brooks 5 times fast, I'll get you that pizza you were eyeing earlier.
You're going to get that either way. So,
how about Weber? He's not just a back to the basket guy. You can tell he plays a lot out front.
It does not look like a 7th grader, that's for sure. Stone will get it the right wing to Manville.
Yes, Canterbury sat down with the 2 fouls. Here's Stone. He's been aggressive in the early going.
He's got 4 points. His team's got a 6-point lead. That's Highland's largest lead of the contest. They trailed early on 3-0, since on a 10-1 run. And they're picking up aggressively in that man-to-man defense.
Yeah, an impressive run by the Bulldogs of Highland. Here's Richmond on a runner. Right hand good. Taden Richmond another 2.
Richmond's got 4.
And it makes it a 4-point game, 10-6, 2:09 to play in the opening period. Warnicki into the front court and work it out to Weber. Weber scans the floor, now to Jelly, left side. Stone, quick pass out, goes to Manville. To Jelly, down to Stone. Stone gonna go to work in the paint, little up and under move, shot no good, but a foul called here. And 2 shots coming up for Grayson Stone.
So Stone will go to the line to shoot 2, as we'll tell you about the foul here in just a second. Foul's going to be whistled against Chris DeBose. That's going to be his first. Team foul number 2. Stone at the line. First free throw for him is left short. No good. And so Highland with the 10-6 lead. 1 free throw to go here for Grayson Stone. His team with the 10-6 lead. Stone can't get the second to go either. Rebound is tracked down, and that's to Allison.
Into the front court. Ball goes down on the post. That's to Jones. Jones' shot blocked by Stone. Rebound out of bounds. I think it'll stay. Nope, it'll go to Highland. All right. Did somebody poke the hand in there at the last moment? And we'll get a shoe time break here with 1:40 to play in the first period.
Seen in both games thus far, Charlie, each side has liked to pick up and play that full court defense. So it's really important for each squad to try to limit their turnovers.
Yeah, nobody likes to be pressured, but when you're doing the pressuring, it can be a lot of fun. You have to have good guards. Here's Jelly into the front court. Beats Warnicki. They work it out on the wing to Manville. Quick pass out top Jelly, and Highland will set it up in the half-court attack. On the right side, Manville got free. Driving, runner-up right hand on the floater, no good. Rebound down to Jones for Brooks. Gets it to DeBose. DeBose into the front court, has picked up the dribble. He looks like one of those young men that could really do some growing, and now Brooks will call a timeout to avoid the turnover. 1:07 to play in the first. It's Highland 10, Brooks 6. And IESA 7th grade action on Central Illinois Sports.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
1:07 to play in the first. Brooks took the timeout to avoid the turnover. They trail Highland 10-6 here in the early going. Brooks has it back, and Richmond will bring it up for this Brooks squad. Pass out front, not good spacing right now for Brooks. Allison with it. He'll try to drive in. Little floater up under, no good. Foul, then heads to the free throw line.
Grayson Stone will be whistled for his first foul. That'll be the third foul against Highland. So it will send to the line for the first time in this ballgame Ethan Allison. Allison does have 2 points. His team trails 10-6, 55.1 seconds to play here in the first quarter. First one is on its way, and it is good. 3 points for Allison. That's what his team's deficit currently is. Game quarterfinal number 2 of 4. And Allison's second is no good. Grayson Stone tracks down the rebound. That's his third. He'll get it off to Weber, who will bring it into the front court for Highland. Right wing, that's Manville. His three-pointer is up and no good. Jones with the rebound for the Brooks. And quickly into the front court comes Bolingbrook. That's Allison. He'll get it out top. That is going to be a travel on Chris DeBose. So it'll be a turnover against Bolingbrook. That is their fourth. Highland basketball, they've got the 10-7 lead, 32.6 seconds to play. Weber's pass deflected out of bounds. It'll remain Highland basketball. Still length of the floor to go as Boston Jelly will be the inbounds man. He will get it into Vance Weber, who will cross the time stripe with 28. See if Highland tries to hold for one as they've got the 3-point lead. It will be Bolingbrook basketball to start the second quarter, barring a tie-up in the last 15 seconds. Weber puts it on the floor, attacks the bucket. His shot is no good. Stone with the offensive rebound. His shot is no good. Weber offensive rebound, putback, can't get it to go. And then he's going to be fouled on the rebound. A lot of close shots right there for Highland. Just couldn't get one to fall. Leighton Jones will be whistled for the foul. That's going to be his first, team foul number 3. And Vance Weber will go to the line to shoot 2. Weber with 6 rebounds here in the first quarter. His first free throw is good, so he's got 3 points. As we see into the contest for the first time for Bolingbrook, Vincenzo Lampignano, as Jones will take a seat. Vance Weber at the line. Made his first free throw attempt. Second one is on its way, and it is also good.
Good free throw shooter for the big man. 4 seconds left. Richmond into the front court. Volleyball line shot no good as the buzzer sounds, and we've played a quarter of basketball action. A good one here at Kingsley. It's Highland 12, Brooks 7. Second quarter play-by-play your way after this.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Highland has the 12-7 lead over Brooks after a quarter of action. Hey fans, head to IESA.org for a 20% off coupon. Good February 16th through the 18th, only at Dick's Sporting Goods. Very few exclusions means more savings for you as you gear up. This is an exclusive IESA coupon, good February 16th through the 18th. Print or show the coupon on your phone for savings. Remember fans, every season starts at Dick's.
Well, after one quarter of play, the Bolingbrook Bulldogs, just 5 field goal attempts in the first quarter, shooting 2 for 5. They are 3 of 6 from the free throw line. The Bulldogs of Highland are 5 of 16 from the field for 31% and 2 of 4 from the charity stripe.
Brooks with the basketball to start period number 2, as in the hands of Jordan Green, has it stripped and stolen away. Stone on the run into the front court for Highland. Dribble drive in, bumped, fouled by Green. And Stone will go to the free throw line, it appears.
That'll be Green's first foul of the quarter against Bolingbrook. And Grayson Stone will go back to the line for Highland. 0 for 2 from there in the ball game. His team's got the 12-7 lead. They've led by as many as 6, and that's what their lead is right now after Stone makes the first.
I've been impressed by Stone. He's an aggressive young man on both ends of the court.
Hey, he's done a nice job, and maybe a little bit surprising for this squad is that he spends more time down low than what Vance Weber does, as Lampignano gets the rebound for Bolingbrook. That's his first.
Richmond brings it across for Brooks. They trail by 6, 13-7. As Jones has it way out top on the wing. Gets it to Allison. Allison on the dribble. Backs down the defender now. Pulls it to his teammate in Tate and Richmond. Richmond has 2 guys cut toward the basket. Again, just the spacing for Brooks. They've been kind of clustered up toward the top of the key.
Yeah, and we see when the ball's really far out front, Highland's been backing down, haven't been guarding as close out there, and it's really impacted Bolingbrook's offense and their ability to kind of move a little bit more freely, as they're going to be whistled for a turnover. They're going to say the man that had the basketball shuffled his pivot feet. So that's already 6 turnovers against the Brooks. Highland yet to have a turnover through the first quarter and a minute.
Jelly with it out top, works it on the right side to Warnicki. Back to Jelly. Boston Jelly kicks it on the wing to Manville. Around the horn it comes to Weber. Weber gonna pull up for the 3. It's no good. Rebound tipped around, out of bounds off of Stone, and it heads the way of Brooks.
Good call right there by the official, as he was right on top of that call. Stone was the last man to touch it, and so it will be Brooks basketball, looking to cut into this 13-7 Highland lead.
Deep in the corner, Jones drives the baseline out of a triple team, finds his teammate here. That is Lampignano. Here's a 3 on the way, good by Richmond. With a hand in his face, knocks it down.
Big 3 right there, banks it in. Richmond's got 7, his team's got 10.
Here's a ball now. I don't think that was tipped into the backcourt, and it was not. It's a turnover. Turnover on the Highland Bulldogs. Back into the contest quickly for Highland is Canterbury. Even though he's got 2 fouls, he's back in with 4 minutes to play in the half. And we'll see DeBose return to the game as well for Brooks.
Lampignano came in and gave Brooks some good minutes, but DeBose backed in.
Out top with it on the dribble is Green. Over to Richmond. He's kind of been the main offensive weapon so far for Brooks. Here's a drive in by Green. Pull-up shot off the mark. And the rebound down to Stone for Highland. His 5th already. Gets it to Weber, who drives coast to coast. Kind of an awkward pull-up, won't fall. And the rebound pulled in here by DeBose. DeBose with a crossover. He tries the step back long, 2 no good. And Weber secures the board for Highland. His 7th. Wow, a lot of rebounds here for Highland. Stone and Weber in the early going. Stone now drives in. Uses his body to shield the defender and gets that runner to go.
Stone's got 7.
That makes it a 5-point Highland Bulldog lead. Richmond with the basketball for Brooks. Finds the back cutter. That is to Allison. His runner's too hard. And a rebound again to Stone. Now tried to dribble out of there with it, and the ball is still loose. And finally is turned over. As Green's shot won't go. Rebound, good board here by Jones, and he'll put it back up and in. Leighton Jones with the 2. Makes it 15-12. Highland's lead cut to 3. Weber with it on the wing. Gets it to Jelly. Over on the right side, that's to Canterbury. Back to Jelly for the 3, top of the key, off the mark. And Jones has the rebound on this end now, his 4th. Gets it to Richmond. Richmond will dribble in, go right at the tall man in Weber. And Richmond puts it up and in for 2. And Brooks has cut this down to a 1-point game. Richmond, much like Jakari Carter in that first game, not afraid to drive to the basket, even though he's one of the smaller men on the court.
Near steal there for Richmond. Canterbury tracked it down.
Jelly now with the turnaround shot, and again, did a nice job to use his body to create a little bit of space and got the turnaround jumper in the paint to go.
Big bucket right there for Highland, as Bolingbrook Brooks kind of had all of the momentum working their way, but now Highland needs to stop.
Here's a pass on the right side, blocked on the 3-point attempt, and Weber gets the block of the board. He'll take the dribble into the front court himself with 1:30 to play in the half. To the free throw line, pull up jump shot, off the mark. Rebound run down in the corner though by Canterbury. He'll attack the rack, runner up is no good. Weber soars in for the board. Little release dribble, shot up won't fall, but is fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Weber's just dominating the glass as he's fouled by Leighton Jones, who was whistled for his 2nd. But Weber already, Charlie, with 9 rebounds, 5 of them on the offensive glass. 4 points looking to add to that total, as Highland has the 17-14 lead, 1:20 left to play here in the first half. And Vance Weber at the line for the Bulldogs of Highland for 2 shots. First free throw for him is up, and it is good.
Okay, you see a kid like Vance Weber, right? Very tall for his age, of course. I don't know what his overall growth chart still looks like at this point. This could be as tall as he ever is, as the Highland calls a timeout. But you like what Highland is doing with his overall skill development. He could very easily, at the 7th grade level, stand under the basket, catch the ball, shoot, and score, which he can do. But having him be out front, just in case he doesn't grow after this, I mean, he's going to be a solid-sized guard.
Yeah, we've seen all of Highland's individuals, whether it be Weber or Grayson Stone, as soon as they get the rebound on the defensive end, they're off running. And Weber's done a nice job. We've seen him 3 for 3 from the free throw line thus far. Feels comfortable shooting from out there. So, as you said, Charlie, if he's done growing, it's not going to be the end of his basketball days. He's going to have an advantage as he progresses into his 8th grade year and then on into high school, because he's comfortable handling the basketball. He works on shooting from outside and just does a really nice job. And this Highland High School or Highland basketball program does a great job with development, as we've seen them have success on both the girls and boys basketball side.
Well, one of the guys that's done it a long time sitting on their bench is Matt Elledge. He's the assistant on this team. He's been both the girls and the boys coach at Highland, has had success in both stints there. And out of the Highland timeout, back to the free throw line is Vance Weber. The tall right-hander's free throw is up and good. Pretty good there.
Weber's got 6, 4 of them coming from the charity stripe, and it's a 19-14 Highland advantage with 1:15 to play in the half.
Richmond, little hezzy move, drive in, runner up, gets it to go. That ball nearly stopped on the back of the rim.
Richmond's got 11, and just
got it through like a little knuckleball up there that time.
So smooth right there was Richmond. He's kept his team in the ball game as he's got 10 or 11. of their 16.
Now Weber just puts his head down, and that's a tough stop for a 7th grader right there, trying to stop that young man coming to the rim. He gets another 2. Richmond, by the way, is just a 6th grader. He pulls a 3, no good. Rebound down to Weber. He's working on a double-double in the first half.
He's got the 10 rebounds.
35 seconds to play. Works the ball to Stone at the free throw line. They find each other well, don't they? Shot put up no good, but Stone will shoot 2.
That'll be the 3rd foul of the quarter against the Bolingbrook Brooks. And looks like they'll get Lampignano. That'll be his first. And Grayson Stone back to the line for Highland. Stone just 1 for 4 from there in the ballgame. He's got 7 points. Make it 8 as he gets the first one to go. That ties Highland's largest lead of the contest at 6.
Here's Cole Jablonski back in for Brooks.
And Stone's second free throw is in and out, no good. Jablonski, who just checked in, gets the second board of the game.
Jablonski into the front court, little reverse layup up and good. Cole Jablonski from one end of the court to the other in a blink of an eye. Cuts it down to a 4-point game with 17 seconds to play. Here's Weber for a 3, and it's good. From way out top makes it a 7-point lead with 8 seconds to play in the half. Got a good contest here. Richmond with it, trying to beat a buzzer for Brooks. He's got it near the volleyball line. Long 3, can't get it to bank in. And we head to halftime with Highland, the Highland Bulldogs. The battle of the Bulldogs leading the Brooks Bulldogs 25-18. Back with the Little Jess Motors halftime show next.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company in Quincy, Illinois. We'd like to introduce you to the brand new 2024 Dodge Hornet GT all-wheel drive, offered at $32,325. The 2024 Dodge Hornet pays homage to the iconic legacy of Dodge performance. The Hornet GT comes equipped with a 2.0 Hurricane 4 turbo engine that boasts up to 268 horsepower, making it the most powerful compact utility vehicle on the market. Stop by Little Jess today and take this eye-catching CUV powerhouse for a spin.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties, along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs, or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Hey, grab me one too.
Game Masters is your headquarters for all your hunting gear. We have more than just camo hunting attire. Come check out our casual lines of Sitka, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Drake, and more. Pursue your prey with these off-road Quiet Cat bikes from Game Masters. Easy to transport and perfect for your next hunting adventure. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It is a 25-18 lead for Highland over Brooks. the halftime break. And David Emmerich with some of your halftime stats.
Well, the Bolingbrook Brooks Bulldogs jumped out to the early 3-0 lead. That 3-point lead is their largest of the contest. We've had one lead change. Highland's 7-point lead here at the half by a score of 25-18 is their largest lead of the ball game. Bolingbrook with 6 turnovers in the first half, just 2 for Highland. Fouling situation, only one individual with 2 fouls in the first half for Bolingbrook, and that was Leighton Jones. For Highland, Andrew Canterbury picked up 2 early fouls, and he is the only Highland Bulldog in any fouling situation, as he still has just those 2 fouls, where at the half, Highland has 25. They have the 25-18 lead over the Bulldogs of Bolingbrook Brooks.
Now that the new year is upon us, it's time to focus on the important things, like Wi-Fi, strong connections, and high speed. This is the perfect time to tell you to call Cascom today. We specialize in all of those important needs. With our high-speed fiber optic service, we make your life easier. Whether that's online streaming, gaming, or just wanting good local TV channels, we have it all. So give us a call today at 1-800-252-1799.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. You'll find them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois, and always online at littlejessmotor.com. Our halftime sponsor, Highland up 25-18 on Brooks at the halftime break, and Damon Emmerich has the rest of your halftime stats.
Well, Highland shooting 8 of 19 from the 2 and just 1 of 6 from behind the 3-point line for a total of 36% shooting on 9 of 25 from the field, and they were also 6 of 10 from the charity stripe for 60%. Individual scoring for Highland, 2 points for Andrew Canterbury, Boston Jelly with 4, Grayson Stone with 8 points to go along with 6 rebounds, and Vance Weber led the way in the first half for Highland with 11 points and 10 boards. For Bolingbrook Brooks Bulldogs, they were 7 of 17 from the field for 41% in the first half, 6 of 13 from the 2, and 1 of 4 from the 3-point line. 3 of 6 from the charity stripe was Bolingbrook, and their individual scoring looks like this. 2 points apiece for Leighton Jones and Cole Jablonski, Ethan Allison with 3, and Tayden Richmond led the way in the first half for Bolingbrook with 11 points.
It is Highland on top of Brooks, 25-18 at the halftime break. We get set for second half action next on the Little Jess Motors halftime show on Central Illinois Sports.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs, or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company in Quincy, Illinois. We'd like to introduce you to the brand new 2024 Dodge Hornet GT all-wheel drive, offered at $32,325. The 2024 Dodge Hornet pays homage to the iconic legacy of Dodge performance. The Hornet GT comes equipped with a 2.0 Hurricane 4 turbo engine that boasts up to 268 horsepower, making it the most powerful compact utility vehicle on the market. Stop by Little Jess today and take this eye-catching CUV powerhouse for a spin.
Back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show, getting set for second half action. Highland will have the basketball. They also have the lead here. 25-18 over Bolingbrook Brooks in this Class 4A state quarterfinal. Been a good contest here. Having a little chat with Sam Knox, the official here courtside. Of course, works for the IESA. Also spending some time donning the stripes, and we thank Sam for his work here today. Here's Jelly for a three to start the second half right for Highland, and this Bulldogs team has a 10-point lead.
Largest lead of the ball game for Highland. Jelly's got 7 points and looked real confident on that three right there.
Here's a good move to the basket, spin move, shot put up and good, as Ethan Allison put him in a spin cycle that time, and he gets the bucket. Good strong move and got his shoulder square to the basket. Here's Weber now, drives in, shot no good, contacted there. DeBose, gets the rebound. They work it to Richmond into the front court. Quickly on the left side, it goes to Jablonski, whose runner is no good. Rebound though, ripped out of there. Shot put up won't fall. And that's again Ethan Allison, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Allison did a nice job right there. You know, we've seen Jablonski not be afraid to get out and run, and it's led to a couple of bucket opportunities. Vance Weber is going to be whistled for the foul. That's his first. And Ethan Allison to the line for two. Allison's first is going to roll around and can't find its way down.
Your Brooks trying to fight back into this game, make it a little closer. These free throws are big.
Yeah, big chance right here for Ethan Allison. Got 5, now 6 points in the ball game. And back to a 7-point lead for Highland, which is where they came out of the half with.
A lot of teams use that play to get the ball in the front court. A couple passes up the sideline in a hurry.
We call it when we were in school, called it a sideline break.
Here's Jelly, pull up jump shot, fouled on the play, and will shoot 2 shots.
Foul's going to be whistled against. We'll see.
I think it was Jablonski.
All right, Jablonski with the first, team foul number 1. Jelly at the line to shoot 2. Jelly gets the first one to go, so Boston Jelly now with 8. And that was Jablonski's first. So Boston Jelly with the first 4 points of the quarter for the Bulldogs. Can't get the second one to go. Weber tips the rebound around, but Jablonski came down with it, and then pass was deflected and stolen away.
Stone gets it to Weber. Weber knifes the lane. Runner up, no good. Another foul here, and 2 shots coming up for Weber.
Foul's going to be whistled against Chris DuBose. That'll be his second. And Vance Weber back to the line for Highland. team with a 29-21 lead. Weber gets the first to go, so Weber's got a dozen. And if he makes this one, it will tie the largest lead of the ball game for Highland. Weber's ready with it, and it is good. He's got 13, including 6 for 6 from the free throw line.
Back to that double-digit lead. Richmond into the front court. Drives inside, gets the rim, shot no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Stone, and it'll be ball out of bounds on the sideline for Brooks.
Richmond's just done a really good job in this one, Charlie, with that hesitation dribble. And what's really tricky on that one is to make sure that you don't carry the basketball when you do that. But he does a good job just holding on to it. But the pass for Bolingbrook Brooks is going to hit the back of the rim, or the back of the backboard. So it'll be a turnover against the Bulldogs. That'll be their 8th.
Into the front court comes Highland. Weber for a deep 3, and it's good. Man, he's scored in a lot of ways here today.
Give him 16. It's a 13-point lead for Highland. And Bolingbrook Brooks are going to need a score here on this possession.
DeBose drives in. Good defense by Weber to go straight up, and he also gets the rebound.
It's his 11th.
He'll bring the ball toward the front court here. Leaves it out top to Jelly for a 3, and things are going the way of the Highland Bulldogs to start this second half. 37-21. The lead is out to 16 with 3:47 to play in the third.
That's a 12-3 run in just a little over 2 minutes to start the second half.
Here's Jones on a drive, gets his own rebound, put back won't fall. Weber gets the board. He'll take it toward the front court. Stolen away, no. Run down from behind by Warnicki. Jelly brings it across. Lob pass down low. That's to Weber. Put it up, won't go. Gets his own rebound, won't fall. Gets his own rebound, won't fall. Gets his own rebound. Won't fall, but he's fouled, and he's working on a 20-rebound day with that, Damon, as he got 3 or 4 right there.
Yeah, I lost count, but we're going to give him at least 4 offensive rebounds right there. As the foul was whistled against Tatum Richmond. That's Richmond's second, 3rd team foul of the quarter. And to the line goes Vance Weber to shoot 2 more. Weber's first is in the air and off the back of the iron, no good. Lampignano will check back in for Bolingbrook as Chris DuBose will take a seat. As Vance Weber missed the first, second free throw attempt for him is on its way. Misses a pair. Rebound is going to be tracked down, though, by Grayson Stone.
Stone's been tough on the boards. And Highland will get a second chance opportunity here as you see the sun peering into the windows at the top of this gymnasium, reflecting on the court. 3:07 to play in the third quarter, and the sun shining bright on the Highland Bulldogs right now. They've had a big start to the second half. Stones pass on the right side to Canterbury. Works a pass that's tipped but run down by Jelly. Gets it to Weber on the left side. That's to Warnicki. Back out top to Weber. 2:45 to play in the period. They'll try the pass. Jablonski tips it away, but Weber able to run it down. Rips and drives. Shoulders square on another 2 for Weber. Having a big day. And with 2:30 to play in the third, it's an 18-point lead for Highland. I want to give another shout out to the Amboy Band. They've been good here today. Here's the ball tipped and stolen away. Into the front court comes Jelly. He'll slow it down. Didn't have the numbers. That's a smart move.
Nice job right there by Jelly to back it out, reset the offense, and that's a good thing to do, especially when you've got the 18-point lead with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Around the perimeter go the Highland Bulldogs. Warnicki with it. Gets it out top to Canterbury, over to Weber. His shot too hard, and Jones will run down the rebound for Brooks. Gets it off to Allison, and he'll look to bring it across for the Brooks Bulldogs. They could use a bucket. Allison drives it. Ooh, what a pass to Lampignano, who puts it up and in. What a find.
That was a great play right there, and a good job by Lampignano to be prepared for the catch there as well. As you might have thought Allison was going up for the shot.
It's a very unselfish play. Here's Stone now, banged around a bit, and he'll go to the free throw line. But let's take a look at that last basket by Bolingbrook Brooks. Allison does a nice job, draws all the attention of the defender, and then dumps it off as the help man came over. And the 2 points for Lampignano.
Jablonski was whistled for the foul. That was Jablonski's second, fourth team foul of the quarter. Grayson Stone missed the first free throw first free throw attempt. Got the 39-23 lead with 1:25 to play. Second one from Stone is up, and it is good. So Grayson Stone's first point of the third quarter gives him 9 points.
And it's a 17-point game. 1:13 to play in the third. Here's a drive in. Fadeaway shot. Allison won't go this time. Rebound Jones on the offensive side. Puts it back up. Can't get it to roll through. Tipped around, and Jelly has it, and then he'll be tied up by Jones on a jump ball. Will go the way of Brooks. So Brooks will keep the possession on the alternating arrow here with 58.9 seconds to play in the third.
Pretty decent sized crowd here for the second quarterfinal game. The size of the gym kind of makes it look like there's not many people here, but there are a lot of people here as Vance Weber gets the rebound on the missed shot for Bolingbrook.
Well, the rows on this gym start with A and they end with X. I'm not a mathematician, but I think that's 25, isn't it? Maybe 24? 24?
I don't work with numbers for a living. So
you do, though, I have a feeling. And we get a timeout. We'll pause as well. 43.7 seconds to play in the third. It's Highland 40, Brooks 23.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
43.7 seconds to play in the third as Highland took the timeout. They lead by 17 points. And have the basketball here. Shot put up by Weber, no good. Rebound down off of the Bulldogs of Highland out of bounds, and Brooks will have the basketball, trying to cut into this deficit with 38.4 seconds to play in the third. It's been a big quarter for Highland. They led 25-18 at the half, so they've scored 15 while only giving up 5. Here's Jones, drives in, kicks to the wing. Jablonski for the three, it's no good. Rebound down to Jones. Jones will put up a little hook shot, no good. Gets his own rebound again to Richmond. Jablonski out front. Back to Richmond on the right side. 15 seconds to play in the third. Brooks with a second chance opportunity to Richmond in the corner three. Back iron won't fall. A rebound again to Brooks. Shot put up no good by Allison. A rebound, it's a battle underneath. Saved in, no. They'll say that Richmond's foot was on the baseline and out of bounds here.
Good job there by Bolingbrook to really attack the offensive glass. They just couldn't get anything to fall. As Weber will shoot it from 3/4 court away, it's going to fall short, and that will do it after 3 quarters. After 3, it's Bolingbrook 23, Highland 40. Back with fourth quarter play-by-play in a minute.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Ready to start quarter number 4. Highland on top, 40-23, and a big third quarter for the Highland Bulldogs.
Yeah, Highland outscored Bolingbrook right there in that quarter by a score of 15-5 and allowed them to open up their lead. They led by as many as 18. They've got the 17-point lead and the basketball to start the third quarter.
Weber has been their main player on both ends. Shot put up no good. A rebound down to Richmond. but hasn't been the only player for Highland. I think that's big. That's why this team's had so much success. Here's a pass now stolen away by Jelly, but they'll say travels. So a steal and then a travel. And a turnover for a turnover here, and Brooks will get it back.
Just the third turnover against Highland. And Boston Jelly, you know, Charlie, you talked about having good contributions from all of their players. 11 points, 7 of those in the third quarter. Grayson Stone had 8 first-half points. He's got 9 in the ball game.
Here's Richmond on a drive, little scoop shot, no good, fouled, and we'll see Taden Richmond heading to the free throw line.
Foul will be whistled against Camden Manville. That'll be Manville's first. First foul of the quarter against the Bulldogs of Highland, that is. Taden Richmond back to the line. Richmond's 2 for 4 from there. 11 points, but scoreless there in the third quarter. First one from Richmond is good. He's got a dozen.
Hey, fans, head to IESA.org for a 20% off coupon from Dick's Sporting Goods. Good February 16th through the 18th. It's an exclusive IESA coupon. Again, good February 16th through the 18th. Visit IESA.org. Every season starts at Dick's.
Richmond couldn't get the second to go. Weber skied high for his 18th rebound of the ball game. 18 points, 18 rebounds. It's a shame he hasn't played very well in this one.
My goodness. Here's Stone down low. Shot put up underneath is good by Stone. And those two together make it a very tough matchup for anybody we've seen so far today. They're going to be tough to stop.
They do a nice job of going high-low, but what we've talked about is most surprising is at times Weber's the one up top as Highland with a steal, and they'll slow it down and get it to Boston Jelly to cross the time stripe. 3 Highland players in double figures in this ball game. Still 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the contest.
Here's a kick to the wing. That is to Manville. Yeah. Camden Manville is a 7th grader. All 7th graders for this Highland team. Not a deep bench for them. Here's a drive in by Stone. Count the bucket, and he'll have an and one opportunity as the lead for Highland has grown to 20.
Foul was whistled against Lampignano. That's his second. And to the line, looking to complete the and one, is Grayson Stone. As that 2-point bucket right there gave his team their largest lead of the contest at 20. And Grayson Stone looking to add to his 13 points in the ball game. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Weber. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound and fouled on the shot. Believe they'll get Jablonski for the foul. Jablonski's third. Team foul number 2. Weber to the line to shoot 2. Weber with 18 points to now go with 20 rebounds. As Weber gets the first.
So did you say if he makes this free throw, that's a 20-20 game? So
that would be a 20-20 game. You don't see that very often at any level of basketball, let alone, Charlie, we haven't even played 20 minutes of basketball in this one.
Wow. What a day so far.
Vance Weber's second free throw in the air and good. So there's the 20-20 double-double.
And now if you're Highland, if you can hold this score kind of like it is in the next minute and a half or so, you start doing a little subbing to try to save some legs for later today.
Yeah, you get a few of your players in that maybe haven't seen the floor yet in this one. Weber shot with the rebound. Just the 10th defensive rebound of the ball game for Weber is what's also been impressive.
Pass down low to Weber. Turnaround shot, good again. He continues to put on quite the show here for the fans at Normal Kingsley Junior High. It's Highland up by 24 now. They've really turned the tide in this second half. Here's Richmond on the wing. Dribble drive in, runner up no good. Bumped in, foul, then Richmond will shoot 2 shots.
Manville's whistled for the second foul of the ball game. Second foul of the quarter. And Taden Richmond back to the line. Richmond with 12 points in this one. Richmond is just a 6th grader. Has half of his team's 24 points. First free throw is up and it is short. Just 3:49 to play here on the PCRA Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. 2 more quarterfinals to come your way after this, and then later on this evening, 2 semifinal games. Richmond can't get that one to go. Weber with another rebound.
He'll bring it into the front court. Over to Jelly. Now on the wing, it goes to Camden Manville. Drive-in by Jelly. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound secured by Jones for Brooks.
That's Jones' 10th rebound of the ball game.
Here's Richmond into the front court, and a blocking foul going to be called. And 2 shots for Taden Richmond.
That's Manville's third Bulldogs foul of the quarter. And Taden Richmond back to the line. Taden just missed a pair of free throws from there. 3 for 8 in the ball game. Does have a dozen points. His team trailing 48-24, 3:26 to play in regulation, as Richmond's first is no good. And we'll see Canterbury back into the ball game for Highland as Manville takes a seat. On the other side for Bolingbrook, Jordan Green back in as Chris DeBose takes a seat. Taden Richmond's second free throw attempt is up and no good. Boston Jelly spikes the ball off teammate Vance Weber's head, and it will remain Bolingbrook basketball.
They kind of have a little smile about it.
I think I saw that scene in Meet the Parents one time.
Here's a drive in by Richmond. Shot good. And he'll get a chance of the old-fashioned three-point play.
Canterbury's fourth Highland foul of the quarter. And Taden Richmond back to the line. Missed his last few attempts from here, but the sixth grader's been impressive in this one. 14 points, make it 15.
Kudos to that young man with a good day.
He's still playing hard, as is the rest of his squad. Just haven't been able to catch a few breaks here in the second half.
Here's a long two-pointer put up on the right side. No good by Warnicki. Rebound loose underneath, and Allison comes out of the middle with it for Brooks. He'll push it into the front court. Tries to drive in. Force that one up a bit. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. It'll be Highland basketball. Now Brooks will do a little subbing. As we'll see some new players into the game. Justin Miller, a sixth grader, in for the first time, along with Emmett Snyder. Also in for Brooks is Justin Shelton. We also see Josiah Miller. And the fifth young person out there is Ben Harrell. Highland will do a little subbing in a moment as well, it appears. With 2:44 to play. Highland will play Park Forest in that 5 o'clock semifinal in what could be a fun contest.
That may be a high-scoring affair, as we're going to see two teams that like to get up and down the floor.
It's a disciplined Highland Bulldog team, though, isn't it? Now we have a timeout by Highland as they just want to get the subs in. They'll take a 30-second timeout. Leave them with 2 left for the game. This was a close contest, though. 12-7 Highland after 1. They led 25-18 at the half, but that third quarter really the big difference in this game.
Yeah, Highland outscored Bolingbrook 15-5 in that quarter and really opened up their lead in that third quarter. Nice job there all around. Vance Weber, obviously, we've talked about him quite a bit. But in that third quarter, Boston Jelly did a good job, 7 points. And then Grayson Stone got more assertive here to start the fourth quarter of play, as Stone has 13 points, Boston Jelly with 11. And then, of course, Vance Weber will check out with 22 points and 22 rebounds.
Inbounds pass comes into Jelly. Also in for Highland, we see Noah Starks has checked in for the first time. Also Colin Warnicki into the game. And Carter Pryor. 2:15 to play. You know, Damon, the big thing is, you know, Brooks is going to be disappointed after this contest, although their bench is still really into this game, cheering on these players who are on.
Yeah, and the key here, Charlie, you know, the bench player, the kids that are on the bench that are cheering right now, were the starters and the ones that were out here for most of it. But good to see them getting out there and, you know, encouraging their teammates that are on the floor that maybe don't see the floor a whole lot, as Josiah Miller is going to be whistled for a foul for Bolingbrook.
Well, but the point I'm trying to make is these guys are so young. They've got so much basketball left to play.
Yep.
So this isn't the end, and whoever wins this thing on Thursday you hope that's not the peak of their basketball career, right? I mean, this is the beginning for these teams.
Manville checked back in for Boston Jelly as Justin Miller will be whistled for a foul. That's the first foul against Justin Miller. Just the fourth foul against Bolingbrook.
And ball to bounce to Highland. As with it is Canterbury. So to Starks, back to Canterbury. Gets it over to Manville now. Just trying to play a little keep away here, burn a little clock. Here's a pass down low. That goes to Starks, and he'll trap it. So a turnover on Highland.
And just the fourth turnover of the contest against Highland. So they've done a really good job taking care of the basketball. And Bolingbrook with just 11 turnovers as well. They just had a few shots that didn't fall and had a hard time controlling Vance Weber from not getting a lot of offensive rebounds. Weber's 6'3" and hard to defend. As for Bolingbrook, Justin Shelton's going to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. He's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. And Carter Pryor was whistled for the foul. That's his first. Justin Shelton's first shot attempt of the night is on its way, and his free throw is good. So Justin Shelton is a 7th grader. Had his first point of the ball game, and give him 2 as he knocks down both free throws.
48-29 the score with just over a minute to play. Manville into the front court, works it to Starks. Back out front to Camden Manville, and it went to the backcourt, over and back. We'll take the ball out of the opposite side here, as Brooks will have it with 59.2 seconds remaining. We'll have final stats and name our player of the game at the conclusion of this contest. Here's a ball knocked loose, and Manville is going to call for a foul, and he's kind of had one of those days where he's picked up some fouls.
He's looking at it. Do I have a target on me? Yeah, I'm one of the smaller kids out on the floor most of the time, and Manville's 4th, so to the line for first free throw attempts of the ball game for Ben Harrell. Harrell's first is off the back of the iron, no good.
Another opportunity to get his name in the scorebook here, though, for Brooks, who's going to finish their season with a respectable 18-5 record.
Harrell's a 6th grader, so he'll be back on the squad next year. He gets his 2nd free throw to go, so he splits a pair at the line. Good to see the young 6th grader get his name in the scoring column.
45 seconds left. Manville works the ball down low. Now they'll bring it back out top. That's to Manville, as Canterbury had it a moment ago. Ball to Canterbury on the right side. A little crossover move. Clears the back out front to Colin Warnicki. Over it goes to Pryor with 27 seconds remaining. Highland going to improve their record to 20-6.
I'd like to see what the other 6 teams were that beat this Highland squad, as they've been impressive here in this ball game.
They have. 10 seconds remaining now. As look at the ball inside, turnaround shot up and good by Noah Starks. The fans excited for Noah. He's got a smile on his face, and we'll be able to tell about when he scored his bucket in the state tournament. And Highland wins this one 50-30 over Brooks. We head to the Blessing Health System post-game show with final stats and our player of the game next.
The heart is the hardest working muscle in your body. If something goes wrong with it, you need a medical team that works just as hard. You need Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team, celebrating 20 years of delivering life-saving care to tri-state residents. Patients and families choose Blessing Health's Open Heart Surgery Team for its experience, quality, and heartwarming compassion. Get the most out of your hard-working heart.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to the Blessing Health System post-game show. Final of this contest, the win for the Highland Bulldogs over the Brooks Bulldogs. 50-30 was the final in the contest, and Highland moves to 20-6, and they'll play in the semifinals this evening against Park Forest at 5 o'clock. Brooks finishes their season with an 18-5 record, and Damon Emmerich has a look at some final stats.
Well, taking a look first off for Brooks, they finished the ballgame shooting 10 of 34 from the field for 29%, 8 of 19 from the free throw line for 42%. Individual scoring for Brooks, Ben Harrell knocks down a free throw late for his 1 point. Leighton Jones and Justin Shelton with 2 points to go along with Vincenzo Lampignano and Cole Jablonski with 2. Ethan Allison with 6 points, and Tayden Richmond led the way for Brooks with 15 points. For Highland, they finished the ballgame shooting 17 of 44 from the field for 39%, and they shot 57% from the free throw line on 12 of 21 shooting. Individual scoring for the Bulldogs, Andrew Canterbury finishes with 2, along with Noah Starks, late 2 points. Boston Jelly with 11, Grayson Stone with 13 points and 7 rebounds, and leading the way in this one for Highland was Vance Weber with 22 points and 22 rebounds.
And he's going to be our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And 22 points, 22 rebounds for Vance Weber. He's the player of the game in this contest. We hope you'll join us in just a while on Central Illinois Sports, as we'll have action from this 4A tournament. Next up, spring